I'm Rose. Today we are in the next session of this chapter, that is Standard 6 Civics, Chapter 3 Government. In the last video we have learned about what is government, what is the need of government, and what are the functions of government and what are the types of government. Today we are going to discuss the features of government and the levels of different government. Okay. So if we talk about the features of government, there are 3 points, that is ruled by the people. Okay, if we talk about this ruled by the people, that means the people have to participate, or people participate indirectly to elect their own representative, or we can say indirectly rule the country, because they elect their own leader, and this leader help them to come out from various difficulties, or you can say that he maintains law and order instead of the common people. That means the common people indirectly rule the country, or we can say indirectly participate to elect their own representative. That means you can see that that means people have the right to elect their own representative. So that is why it is said that ruled by the people, how the people rule, how the common people rule. Okay, another is the representative democracy. Okay, so as we know, these people are the common people elect their own representative, and this representative, or we can say that means this government, or we can say the elected representative is known as the government, and this government have the that means they are being chosen by the common people, and he has to implement, or he has to do all the decision if he takes have to suggest with the common people, then only he can implement, or he can maintain law and order, or we can say he can rule the country. Okay, another is the universal adult franchise. If we talk about universal adult franchise, is that means with all the people, or all the adults have the right to vote. Okay, if the country is not democratic until and unless all the adults are what we call all adults are not voting, or we can say they doesn't vote if what we call if it doesn't that means all the other doesn't vote, that means it cannot be considered as a democratic country. So what happens, all the adults of above the 18 years or above the 18 years have the right to vote, and whether it is a minor, whether it is a major population, or whether it is a poor, whether it is backward, all the adults have the right to vote. Okay, so that is what we call the universal adult franchise. Okay, so there are so many sufferings that people face all over the world. One of the most important struggle, if you talk about today's which was being started in what we call in USA in 1848, that was called the suffragette movement. Okay, so this suffragette movement was the right to vote. That means this movement was done by the women. That means these women were not allowed to vote. Okay, they were considered as a minority. Due to that, these women were not allowed to vote. Okay, so due to that, what happened? They started the movement in USA in 1848, and in Britain they started in 1870. Okay, and what happened? And this continued till the First World War. And in the First World War, until and unless they got the right to vote, in the First World War they were allowed to make the decision. After that, they got the right to vote in New Zealand in 1893. In Australia, they got the right to vote in 1902. In USA, they got in 1920, and UK they got in 1928. Okay, so these are how the women also struggle for right to vote, or they did not get the right during that time. So they have to struggle, or they have to conflict, or they have to revolt against their own right. They raise their voice towards it. Another is the act in 1952. It was in India first time election happened on the base of universal adult franchise. That means all the adults participated in this election which was held in 1952. Another struggle, if you talk about, is the anti-apartheid struggle. Okay, this is movement for the racism which was being done in South Africa. Okay, So racism, if we talk about the color of the face, they will be differentiated according to the color of the face. There were different colors of the face. Some are black, some are yellowish color, some are brown, some are white. Okay, so they were being divided according to the face color, according to the skin color. Okay, so this was one of the most important movement which was started mainly in 1970. Okay, this was started in mainly 1970, and these all black people were not allowed. They were looked upon down as a slave. Okay, they were not allowed to, what we got allowed to, they have no right to vote, or we can say they were so much suppressed, which we can, they were what we call looked down upon a very lowly. Okay, so they were what we criticize, or we can say they were prevented from various facilities, like we can say hospitals, even for the education, even for the road facilities, various facilities. Due to that, they were being differentiated or they were being suppressed. Okay, so this what we got, this movement, this racism, movement of racism, or we can say the freedom of racism, was being started in 1970, and it was abolished by a President F.W. de Klerk in 1911. And in what we call 1994, the Nelson Mandela, the freedom fighter who followed the non-violence of Gandhiji, he became first black president of South Africa in 1994. Okay, so this was one struggle. Another struggle, if you talk about in India itself. Okay, in India itself, in case of India, there were so many people, or so many small minority of people, the people who are so much small in group, or the people who are so much poor, the people who are so much backward, illiterate, uneducated, women's. These all people were being prevented to what we call were prevented from voting. Okay, so this Gandhiji, what they did, he said that all the others of the country have the right to vote. Okay, so he raised his voice and made the decision, or we can say what we call fight against the common people who were not allowed to vote. That means we can say he raised his voice against us that the country is not democratic until and unless it is being followed by universal adult franchise. That means we can say all the adult doesn't participate in the voting or electing his own representative or his own leader. Okay, so this was the case. Another topic we are going to talk now is the level of government. As we know, we can say our country is democratic country. Yes or no? And it being divided into three levels of government. That means state level, local government, state government, and the central government. If we talk about the local government, this local government is being governed, we can say in the village level, or we can say, for example, the panchayat or the gram sabha, which you see in the next chapter, or we can say in the 5th chapter, you will learn about what is the local government. Okay, so this local government is being held or being ruled in the village, or we can say panchayat, something like in that. Okay, so this government look after the village problem. We can say he give the facilities, or we can say issue what we call we can say look upon the problems of the local level. Okay. Another is the state government. State government look after the state problem, or we can say in the which state, for example, who is the head of, if you talk about the head of the state is the CM, and CM look after his own people, or we can say in this pandemic, or we can say in disaster, you can see how the leader of the state helps various people, how he is maintaining his own law and order to make them to away from this away from this pandemic disaster. Yes or no? So same as this, state level government has look after the problems of the state level. Another is the central government. That means central government, if you talk about the central government, is the leader we choose, we can say president, they choose as a president, and we choose the prime minister. Yes or no? So that means the decision, or we can say suggestion made by the central, or we can say the decision made for the whole country. Okay, the problems which are being looked, the problems of the country are being solved by the central government. Okay, so these are the levels of government which is present in India, or we can say various countries. Thank you for now. I hope that you have understood this chapter. You can do all the question answers, all the objective type questions which is